Okay.
You hear that?
Let's go.
You hear that?
God.
That's the sound of crack.
Really? God, I love crack. Welcome to another episode of the Bored Till Death podcast.
That's what you're going with?
We don't like that?
It's a choice.
Y'all don't like that at all?
It was definitely a choice. That much is for sure.
Hi, I'm Ben. Joined by Taylor and Andrew.
What is this, an Apple commercial?
No, I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec, where it's the what is it called? NPR. It's like, hello,
Yes,
welcome to this episode of NPR.
Welcome to Thoughts with Your Thoughts.
I gotta get into that show. I'm such an Office fan. I could not get into Parks and Rec for some reason, but I feel like I would now.
Dude, Parks and Rec takes what The Office was great at and just elevates it.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
good.
I know
here.
people are gonna hate me, but Parks and Rec is superior. It doubles down on all
I
the
agree.
good stuff.
I
Office
feel like I would say that.
Office has some
Go ahead.
really good, like, one-hit punches, like, just really good, just like sock'ems. But
Yeah.
Parks and Rec is just a consistent beatdown. I don't know why I'm relating this to boxing, but
Yeah, season one of Parks and Rec definitely has the feel of early Office. Like it's almost exactly the same type of humor and stuff. And then season 2 on, it just develops into this whole other style.
I bet you it was something along the lines of like they're like, you need to change this something. Like something needs to change because we can't have an Office 2.0 basically. But yeah, I've always said I'm gonna watch it. I hope it's not too late. Like some of the stuff was like too old to
Nope.
watch for the first time.
no,
No?
we're rewatching
So
it
it
again,
holds up.
and it's great.
Yeah, I'm finishing up How I Met Your Mother again this time, and I'm thinking about starting something new.
Yeah, that's a show that I don't care for.
Oh my god, it's so
If anything, I
hilarious.
would say that the humor and the references in Parks and Rec, because it is slightly older, it would almost, some of the jokes, especially like with Tom and the music he's into,
Yeah.
would almost be nostalgic because he's always referencing like Usher and stuff like that the whole time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I feel you, man. How I Met Your Mother, in my opinion, though, is like Friends if Friends was funny.
That I can highly agree with.
I would agree.
And the writing is so good. It's one of those shows where like something will happen, like season 2, and they're like, "Oh, we'll get back to that later," because it's like a narrated driven show, and it's like season 5, and that thing comes back, and you're like, "Holy shit!" Like they planned that long ago. It's just one of those cool shows I really enjoy. The early 2000s like sexual humor gets a little old and stuff like that with the Barney. He's like the macho guy, whatever. But I love How I Met Your Mother. So how we doing, boys? Episode 5 already. I can't believe we're 5 episodes in. It also feels like we've been doing this for a lot longer than 5 episodes. But
It's so weird. It's so weird because it's been less than a month.
yeah,
We're on our 5th episode recording, but somehow it feels like it's been like 3 months. It feels like it's been forever.
I mean, we did those recordings before where we were like, doing test runs and stuff. But I mean, it's just like we're finding our ground, and I've been enjoying everything we've done so far. Ups and downs on some of the pods, but in my opinion, I'm happy with what we put out so far.
Yeah, me too. I had a pretty crazy week actually. You remember when you offered to make me a brownie 2 episodes ago? Yeah, I'll take that now. Actually,
Okay,
I'll take that.
I was actually very interested to hear that you did take a brownie, and I was buckling in for this.
We're talking about a special brownie, everyone.
No, a completely, totally normal brownie.
Nice.
No, I had a week that was just freaking crazy, but there's good stuff though. I officially have done a design for a touring act.
Proud of you, buddy. You've been working hard for that one.
Finally got
Proud
there.
of you. Proud of you. It's Close Your Eyes, right?
Yeah, I did a design for the band Close Your Eyes.
You're actually getting paid for your art now.
It's
Yeah,
only,
I know, right?
You only
Weird.
graduated from college, what, 12 years ago? 10 years ago?
You're just about right on, actually. It was like 2011, so...
It was around about the time I met you. I remember you graduating.
Yeah, but I secured that this week, which was awesome because I used to listen to those guys constantly back in
Oh
the
yeah,
day.
I saw them post it like new merch coming, and they had a single image for your design on. I was like, wait a minute, that looks very familiar, and I like freaked out. I'm like, oh my god, I need to buy this ASAP. This is dope.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a cool feeling. And then also on top of that, there's a coffee shop here near me called Panacea, and it's like it shares a building with a brewery, and it's like this massive building, and
Sounds like Asheville.
they
Coffee and beer, one stop.
Mm-hmm.
they have these big huge brick walls on the inside of the coffee shop where they sell art. Like they have people come in and hang up their stuff. So I've got like
Yeah.
10 to 15 framed photos that are going up this week in the coffee shop for sale. So
Oh no shit.
yeah, I'm going in Wednesday to hang them up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they got that all over here in Portland too. All the coffee shops have local artist stuff for sale, and then I'm constantly wanting to buy things they have hanging up. It looks
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, I'm hoping it goes well because then down the line, whenever there's a new open spot, I can throw something else up on the wall too, something else that I do. And at the same time,
Do you have a web?
it's funny you bring that up actually, because at the same time this week, I've been working on a new website that encompasses all my photo work and design work. And me and Aaron are gearing up to start doing like art shows, like festivals and stuff. So I've got like a buttload of stickers that I've been working on and that I have stocked up, and like signs and photos and stuff. And been a lot of work.
You're gonna be out there with the grannies, all out there with the
Yeah.
grannies doing all their little sewing, little knittings and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And there's Andrew with his death roses, flowers. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, that's honestly that's what sells, like all that unique design work. I was gonna say the photo. I feel like the photos are dying off. Like having framed photos of nature.
It is.
I don't know. I could
No,
be
no, no, it
completely wrong,
is.
or just that's
It's
my
a
taste.
little. It's saturated.
It's saturated,
But
yeah.
like when I like we have a coffee shop called like Pollen in town, and they have it's just like I don't know if it's multiple people or just like one or two dudes, but they have just like random design work, like almost like like traditional tattoo style, and then like stickers. Like a dude does stickers, puts them out in a basket. It's like, hey, Venmo me $2.
Yeah, it's like
And it's like
it's on an honor system. Yeah, I was blown away when I walked in there. I was like, I know it's only $2, but people could just literally walk up and be like, mine.
Yeah.
There's something that's popular here in Portland in the neighborhoods. It's a very neighborhood city. People will put like almost like these little stands out by their mailbox, and you can put like books inside. It's like they're little libraries for the street. But there's one guy that's like a street away that we get his stuff all the time. He actually does pottery, and he just puts it out there. Has a little donation box and Venmo card and everything. I think Jay and I have gotten like 5 or 6 things from the dude. He does awesome stuff, and it's just so cool. It's so cool that people can be trusted to leave that out there. I'm sure people take them, whatever, but he's getting his art out there for free basically.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that shop that Ben mentioned, Pollen, it's a really cool place. Last time I was in there, I was looking at the stickers and the art on the walls and stuff, and it's definitely more my forte when it comes to that style of like art and stuff. But also, there's such a massive market here in the mountains for nature related art that it's just like So I'm trying to play to the market.
It's like in Florida with the sand.
Yeah, like beach themed crap in Florida is massive. Here it's like mountain themed stuff, and that kind of plays into my wheelhouse. Honestly, I can draw that kind of stuff all day. So
yeah, man, you need to get into tattooing. You're such a puss. Do it.
I actually have been thinking about picking up a gun and a machine and like.
Whoa.
Yeah, you heard me. No.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Somebody call an ambulance, but not for me.
No, I've been thinking about picking up a used machine somewhere and just practicing on like some melons and like the fake skin things that you can get.
I'm told, I think people use like pig skin. If I'm told rightly.
Yeah, but why would you want
pig skin?
To buy pig skin? Just buy. They can manufacture like fake skin to try it on.
Or
I just feel like it's.
Or I could
more
just go
expensive.
to any number of the farms out here at 4 a.m. and just tattoo a live pig. That sounds fun.
So that's a new band name, Slaughter the Pig.
Nah, I'm about to say one of my dudes at work like has his own gun he bought off Amazon. I didn't know this was like a thing now, It was like, I guess, like a COVID thing. Like people just bought their own guns, and half of his tattoos are all done by himself. And we joke around about it because I'm getting my sleeve worked on. He's like, "Oh, dude, I'll hook you up with something." I was like,
No.
I mean, I love you, kid, but no." Because I mean, I grew up with the horror stories of like house tattoos. You get infected, and it's like a blotchy, ripping apart skin. I was like, "That's
seen it
I
multiple
grew up in that
times.
time. I'm good." I've seen it in life.
You remember Shane, Andrew?
I do.
Our old guitar player. We were playing this show in Fort Pierce. What was that place called?
The Compound.
The Compound. It changed names a few times.
One of the worst venues.
One of the worst, but also some of the
best.
One of the worst, one of the best.
It was just one of those. I remember when it was like a bar, and like there was like a little tiny area with a little stage, and then someone sold the bar, and it turned into like just a big warehouse room and everything. Anyways, we were playing a show there. I think we were headlining that show, and Shane, our guitar player, just got a house tattoo on his damn left calf. I still say today it was the worst show we've ever played. And it turns out Shane was badly infected by this tattoo. It was pussing out everything. It was disgusting.
Oh, God.
And he almost passed out on stage multiple times.
I felt bad for him. He was like in a cold sweat. I mean, we were all sweaty because we were playing, but dude, he was profusely sweating everywhere. He looked like he was about to pass out. And I just remember looking over at one point in one of the songs, and the back of his leg, basically exploded, and it like blew out. There was blood and ink all over the stage. I'm like, I didn't even know tattoos could do that. I was like,
it was
oh my God. And he was miserable.
He was
miserable after the show. I was like, dude, I can't believe you actually played a show with like a hollow point wound on your leg.
Yeah, I remember him going straight to the hospital after that show. I remember that when we got off, I was like, I'm quitting. This is terrible. Like I was so embarrassed that show. I think that thing about Ben. I think that was like the first time you and I really hung out. Now I'm thinking about it because you were doing like
he was taking photos
there,
of us.
I remember.
Yeah,
I still have those.
God, what was it called? SIP. Oh my God!
Yes.
Remember back in the day, like if you had to take, if you were taking photos, you had to have your little watermark.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't know why or what the reasoning was, but it was like SIP ! And I was like, Anyways, other regrets. I'm gonna be the next up and coming concert photographer.
No one does that.
No. Not at all. Not a saturated market in the least.
Speaking of regret, Ben, what did you do today? Literally,
where are we going with
what
this?
Have
you... Boy, do I have a list.
We're having an intervention right now.
What have you been getting into that you literally were just doing like 10 minutes before we hopped on?
Mr. 5:30. Let's be there.
Oh. Yeah, so I mean, I know I mentioned it, the gambling, the magic. So, buddy of mine at work, long story short, asked me about my two favorite things: nerdy stuff and Warhammer. And then he's like, "Hey, there's a card game coming out."
Hold up. Huh? Nerdy stuff and Warhammer.
Those are mutually exclusive things.
No, but like nerdy stuff isn't like board games. I should have said board games.
Okay.
And Warhammer. So Magic is doing a crossover of Warhammer and Magic the Gathering. And so I was like, all right, interesting. So in preparation, bought a few packs, and then bought a few more, and then a couple more. And finally got my first game in after work, which is very convenient because we just kind of grabbed our shift beers and sat at the table. Honestly, highly recommend. It's a ton of fun. I mean, it's very nerdy, but as far as, your typical ADHD kid goes, or ADD, I can never tell the two apart. But whenever you need something quick firing, like, you know what I mean?
ADHD. Just say it real fast.
But yeah, it's just rapid fire, quick card pulls. Oh, I do damage, you don't, whatever. Like, it's, gosh. Anyways, I don't really have a way to describe it because it was literally like crammed in before we started recording. I was like, hey, I've got about 30 minutes to learn an entirely new game. But yeah, man.
Is it like Uno?
No, not like Uno in the least bit.
Yeah, when I referred to the regret, I was more talking about the amount of packs you just impulsively bought today, just out of
So today I impulsively bought 9 packs, because
Wait, how much a pack?
it's not bad. I mean, I only spent like $30.
Oh, that's
It's-
not
it's-
That's not too bad.
That's not
Yeah,
too
I mean
bad.
the deck I'm
I lost
building.
more than gambling the last 2 days. We're good.
Yeah, no, the decks. Magic's weird because the stores will cost them at like a higher price, or like WizKids will, or Wizards of the Coast. They're priced on value of the deck, and so the deck that I'm collecting is a lower value one, which I don't know how because it's vampires and freaking bats and werewolves.
Freaking bats.
It's
Frickin'
the
bats.
it's
Frickin'
freaking
I love
bats.
Halloween.
It's the coolest theme. So yeah, but it's something that it's like I can easily look at Emily and be like, "Hey, you want to learn a quick card game over dinner? Not while we're eating at like when we have Pizza Hut, like at the house. This isn't like a fine dining card game.
Yes, I'll have your finest Bordeaux and Magic.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a sit down dinner. A waiter comes up, more hors d'oeuvre, sir. I was like, no, sir. I need to tap my lands and start like.
You need to what?
Wait your turn,
Oh,
peasant.
God, I'm not getting it. You tap. It's called tapping your cards when you like activate them. You remember
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh, right? You just throw cards
I
at
was
the other
never
person.
into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, neither was I, but I was also a bored teenager and it was on, so
I played Pokemon Red, and that's about it.
I was very, very briefly into Digimon. Very briefly.
Oh, I love Digimon for a minute there also.
Digimon are the champions. Anyways,
Digimon
I hope
are
that
the
gets stuck in.
champions.
Yeah, the weird orchestral break in the middle of that theme song.
Yeah.
No, when you said Pizza Hut, I pictured you and Emily going to a brick and mortar Pizza Hut somewhere. If that's like the old school ones with the buffet, having like the red cups and just playing Magic on the table. And for a second, it made me sad that was something you can't really experience anymore.
I don't think they're a thing anymore. I desperately miss them.
Yeah, me too.
Like your high-end Pizza Huts with the
Yes.
buffet and the red cups. And
Yeah,
everything.
you're
Hell yeah.
living life if you have a
There's a-
salad bar in your Pizza Hut. You're like,
There's a s-
The words high end and
Pinball
buffet in the
machines.
same sentence.
I will forever remember my Pizza Hut journey when I was like 8 or 9, and I got it was back when Phantom Menace came out, and they had those cups with the figurine
Yes.
on top. Did y'all ever get
The
one
fine
of those?
china.
I had a freaking I had a Jar Jar Binks one. He has his arms waved, and I'm looking back. I was like, damn, I really got a Jar Jar Binks one.
that would be selling for a whole bunch of money right now.
I wish I had it.
That's R.I.P. The golden
time.
age of Pizza Hut.
I've always okay, and this is also a thought that's coming up because I'm collecting these cards now on top of like the 5 other things I'm collecting.
Can before we leave Pizza Hut, can I bring up a very passionate thing about Pizza Hut?
Yes.
Have y'all ever noticed that the Pizza Huts inside like Target taste way better than the actual Pizza Hut? Does everyone had that? Or like the little Pizza Hut stations in random places?
Never, but now that you mention it,
Yeah, dude.
why is that?
Never had that?
I swear their breadsticks are 1,000 times better like at Target.
Their breadsticks are superior
But
to anything else.
if you get them at Pizza Hut, they come weak.
Yeah,
But if you get them at Target, for some reason, they're 1,000,000 times
That's
better.
true.
I swear,
that's so weird.
You're getting it straight out of the oven, basically.
pretty
'Cause
much.
I used to work.
guess,
I
yeah.
worked at a Starbucks in Target, like back in high school, and it was attached to that, and I would see all of them. Like it goes right out of the oven into the little warmer, and dude,
That's
they're
gotta
not
be
off
it.
the shelf longer than 5 minutes. Like they're gone.
Little marinara dipping sauce. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm
Loud.
sorry. That's something I've always thought passionately about. I haven't eaten dinner. I am starving. Sorry for interrupting you, Ben. What you got?
Oh, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know where that train of thought was going. It was like, hey,
Almost spit my water everywhere.
speaking of collecting breadsticks.
Here,
No, I'm-
just like
you guys ever been to Target?
no, you were saying another
Jesus.
thought about collecting cards.
Oh no! I was thinking because I was like, with everyone has stuff that they collect, but I don't know if like it's a niche hobby. But it's talking about like the Jar Jar Binks cup, how that kind of crap could be worth like $200 right now for a $5 cup 10 years ago,
Yeah.
or God, longer than that.
It's almost 20, over 20.
I stopped mentally aging at like 19, so everything is like 10 years ago to me.
Same.
But yeah, no, it's just like, when does it become like collecting or like, like where's that line between collecting and hoarding? You know what I mean? I look around my room and go, I have a problem. Not like I'm going to sell a lot of this off here in like 5
I
years.
think this probably isn't correct at all, but just the social aspect of it. If you were to walk into someone's house and they have the amount of stuff that you have in that room, if it's all organized and in shelves and in its place, it's collecting. If it's any,
what's that word mean? Organized?
if it's anything like the picture you sent me the other day, and Aaron was like, "Can I please organize that?" That looks like hoarding. I think the difference is organization.
Is Aaron looking for a part-time job?
I just eBayed the Jar Jar Binks 1989 collectible from Pizza Hut, and it's only going for $20.
Still,
hey, dude,
I had to make sure I didn't lose
100.
out.
That's 150% markup. That had only been sold for $5.
That's true. I got a question for you guys. I thought it was something we could bring up. This weekend I was drinking Thai tea. All right, I don't know if y'all have ever had Thai tea before.
Thai tea or chai tea?
Thai tea. It's we got a lot of Thai places out here, and like when I met Jade, that was all she drank, and I thought it was the most disgusting thing in the world. I didn't want anything to do with it, and if like the last 3 months, for some reason, I have been obsessed with it. I can't get enough of it. I was going to ask you guys, has there ever been anything that you thought you hated or you did hate and then you ended up loving?
Life.
Holy shit, we just got dark as all hell. Oh my god.
That was a throwback to I just moved to Asheville, Ben.
I'm looking up a help support line for you right now.
I remember the one time, this may be too much, I don't know. I remember the one time Ben looking at me be like, "You ever get the urge to just drive out into the woods and disappear?" And I was like,
"Oh my god."
No.
I was almost like, "Can I drive with you? Can I keep an eye on you?"
Ooh, we gonna take photos?
No, but
no, I'm good. I just need a shovel.
Who needs a shovel, dude, when you're flying 50 feet out in the middle of the forest?
Just gonna send it.
Yeah, dude, full send. No, no.
But I mean, seriously though, like there's always been things like I remember I used to hate flying. The first time I flew on a plane, I was grabbing that freaking armrest like there was no tomorrow. But now I'm like, hell yeah, I'm getting around the country in nice moderate time.
I can't. Not a lot of stuff comes to mind. I'm gonna say Boba Tea.
Oh, you got into that?
Oh no.
Oh god,
you're wrong.
Oh, those little bobas.
Slurp,
Aaron
slurp.
Converted you. What was that?
That's the little tapioca balls freaking slamming the back of your throat. Like,
I don't think I've ever heard of
like
some balls hitting the back of your throat.
Classic Ben talking about the balls
dude.
in the throat. That's classic Ben. No, but seriously.
What does this come to? From death to sex.
Talk about something I used to hate.
Oh god. Oh god. Ben's just experiencing life to the fullest these days.
Hey, dude. Full send.
Oh Jesus.
No, Boba Tea's alright. Boba Tea's alright.
I can't.
I'm not like obsessed with it, but it's something that I used to be like, really? Like, you got another boba, like to Aaron and stuff, and then
I think that was you yelling at her for spending money.
Well, that was part of it for sure, yeah, because it was like every day. but we get our own pearls now and make them and actually make it at home for the whole family.
Oh, you fancy!
Yeah.
You fancy!
And I will also double down because when I went over last, it is much better mentally. I think it's because I couldn't imagine spending $7 on a drink that could like choke you. But also like when we're all sitting around the table, like, hey, you want some boba? And it's like immediately available and tastes good because you can kind of do the flavors how you want. It's like, oh, this kind of changes the game a little.
I always feel intimidated at those places because there's like a million things on the damn menu. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I want.
I usually just do a black tea with because it's just normal tea and then it has like the boba, and usually it'll have like a caramel like flavoring like with the boba, or the taro root one that has kind of like an earthy taste.
Taro
It's
root,
really
really?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
can
shit.
confirm for sure that homemade boba is 1,000 times better than going and getting it at any place where the boba's been sitting
Oh.
soaking in the stuff all day.
I agree with that with any beverage. I make cold brew at home now because of
Yeah.
that. I get tired of people's like sweet cream they use.
So that's probably my answer.
Oh, it's because you go to
Ben?
Starbucks. You don't go to an actual coffee shop.
Oh well, yeah, but even still, they never make it how I don't go to Starbucks. No, absolutely not. But anyways, Ben, you got a real answer?
I mean, honestly,
Okay.
that was
All right,
kind of a real answer.
I
Yeah.
get it was kind of real. We all have a dark path.
Yes,
Past at
I
some
will
point,
say,
but come on.
I will say, Ben, it is good to hear you say that, though. That is a good answer.
Yeah, no, life's been fantastic. But no, I don't know, man. Like, I guess it sounds dumb, but like fancy things. Because I don't
I can see
like
that.
fine dining.
Like
I
a
don't
good,
know.
good wine, good dinner.
Yeah, like fine dining, like treating yourself, like the highbrow. Let's go
yes,
do the nice thing.
dude.
Daddy.
You, Daddy, I require another blanket.
What?
I don't know. They're grown children.
Trust
They
fund
want
kids.
Blankies. Yeah, there we go. That's the.
Daddy, where's the keys to the
No,
Royce, Daddy?
I just pictured Richie Rich. Love that movie growing up.
No, the finer things. Because Emily's like when Emily and I started dating, she was like, "Hey, let's go to this restaurant." I don't know, like out of nowhere. I was like, "All right, that's fine." Like, I've never been able to afford nice things, so it was like we sat down. Like a steak's like $80. Like we ended up end of the night ended up dropping like $250 on like just dinner and maybe a glass of wine.
Well, she's a sommelier, right?
Oh, yeah,
Did I
she's
say
a
that right?
little. Yeah,
She has the fancy side in there.
Yeah. No, she's got the fancy taste buds for sure, but she definitely has the fancy side, and she's kind of like shown me a little bit more of that. And you know, when you save up for it, and when you're like mentally going in aware that like, hey, we're gonna go have a fancy night, it's kind of a lot of fun, you know.
I used to have a terrible time spending like over $100 at dinner, but now I'm like, you know what, the money's coming back. I want a damn $80.
Just live your
steak,
life.
Like you said.
Oh, yeah.
Just live your life.
The best time to do it's the night before payday because it's like it never happened.
Yeah.
Never happened.
That's
what's
where
a savings
I've come
account?
In. Yeah, nah, dude. By the time it comes out, it's right back in.
I was planning on moving to Seattle in a few months with Jade, and that actually is getting canceled. So I got all this money I was saving up, and we're redecorating the house. So it's pretty nice. And I think
canceled. Why aren't you going to Seattle?
Postponed.
Oh, yeah, it was postponed. Yeah, we were going, and our lease is up in October, I believe. But work opportunity for Jade here in Portland is, you know, they're offering to pay for education and stuff. So we're staying for the time being. I think it's worth it.
That's hard to turn your nose up.
Yeah, Seattle will always be there. We'll be there eventually, unless
but
you know.
Daddy, I want to move to the city.
On a new episode of Touched by a Stranger, will Steven get over his fear of sandwiches?
You can't make me eat that monstrosity. The cheese, it speaks.
Steven, what the hell are you talking about? It's just a grilled cheese.
Will the Petersons' family business close down?
These doors must stay open.
These poles ain't gonna dance themselves. Come on, Grandma, get yourself up there. Bring them boys in.
And does the asteroid hit Earth? Tune in next week where you too will be touched by a stranger.
Here at Just Around the Corner Retirement Home, we take pride in providing a clean, safe, and homely experience for our patients.
There's a cat hair in my Jello.
Your family member will be given the top-of-the-line safety and care that they need.
Honestly, I think they're trying to kill us.
Quiet quiet down, old woman. And did I mention all the fun-filled activities we have?
The number is B7.
Bingo!
Oh, I said bingo first, you old fart.
Eat it, you sack of leather.
So come on by where death where your new home is just around the corner.
Please help us.
And now for Andrew's Jam of the Week. What you got for us this week,
Hello.
buddy? Hello. Hey there. Miss you.
This album, Jam of the Week. No, this album's called Bad Neighbor, and it is actually by 3 artists.
Oh, getting fancy this week.
It's by 2 rappers from California named MED and Blue, and a producer / DJ named Madlib, and it's their collab album.
What's the album called again?
Bad Neighbor.
Bad Neighbor. Never heard that one.
So all 3 of them are from California. They're California based. Madlib is a DJ and producer, and he also sometimes raps, but he mostly just like produces and stuff.
I feel like I've heard of him.
He is known.
Yeah, it's because it's a little book you buy at Barnes and Nobles to fill out on car rides.
I got
That name sounds familiar.
No, you.
The fart went into the fart store.
I don't know if you've ever heard of MF Doom or not, Taylor. I know Ben has.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
Madlib is especially known for doing a lot of collabs with MF Doom, and whenever they do albums together, they're collectively known as Mad Villain. So anytime you see an album with him on it called Mad Villain,
Oh, hell yeah.
it's usually Madlib doing the producing and stuff, and everything else is, and I think he raps sometimes. But anyway, he's got a very wide array of styles that he produces. He produces everything from hip hop to lo-fi, soul, jazz fusion, funk, psychedelic. Like, it's a long list of different genres. And the thing that I love about this album is, while they're all from California and there's a serious West Coast classic hip hop feel to it,
Yeah.
all of those other musical influences that Madlib is influenced by bleeds seemingly into every song. It's like one of them will feel like jazz, one of them will feel like soul, but all of them collectively feel like classic, just really good West Coast hip hop.
Like old school hip hop. Like 90s vibes.
It's super good.
It's the best. It's the best.
Hell
kind.
yeah, that's without a doubt it's the best hip hop.
And speaking of Doom, let's pour one out.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
R.I.P.
That's right.
2020, I think it was. He
I forgot.
died, right? I think it was 2020.
No, I think it was sooner
Was
than
it?
that.
No, it was 2020.
Was it
I
sooner?
want to say it was 2020.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
Or 2021.
Yeah, October 31st, 2020.
Okay, October. So coming up on 2 years. Yeah, but
And Rap Snitches still slaps.
it does. It really does. It's honestly kind of crazy to me, because the world of hip hop, collaboratively speaking, is just an insane world of just everybody's connected to each other. Like this album alone, you have 3 guys that do this album, and then they each have their own solo projects, and they each collab with all these other people, and they all like know each other, and it's just so crazy. Like, once you kind of go beneath the mainstream world of hip hop, there's just like this there's layer upon layer upon layer of just such high quality content, and like just genuinely good music. It's crazy. So this album is like a jumping off point if you want to get into like all those guys, because each of these guys have amazing side projects, and they're all connected to even more people. It's like a black hole.
Yeah, you got a good array of different styles coming in and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember back in the day, it was, well, for me and my group of people growing up, it was always like the hip hop rap world was starting to become huge in the 2000s and stuff. And it was always like, I was a metalhead, so it was like the rap crap was what we all called it and everything. And I cringed thinking about that back then. I'm so happy I've become more open minded, enjoying all types of
Dude,
music and
actually,
stuff.
that's another answer that I will throw in the mix for your question earlier about
Oh,
stuff that you
I think that rolls with both of us.
stuff that you initially hated or thought you hated that you actually love now. Man, I was just ignorant.
Yeah, that goes
yeah.
through all music. There's some country I even listen to these days. It's not mainstream country, 'cause that's god
Yeah.
awful, but some like the underground artists, some people you never heard of, Tyler Childers and
Mhm.
stuff. I mean, he's more mainstream now, but he's
Yeah.
still good.
Yeah, no, but no, this album, Bad Neighbor, it is. I honestly, I cannot speak highly enough of this album. It's so good. Standout tracks on it. Some of my favorites are The Buzz.
1031.
The Buzz.
Yeah,
Buzz Bake Sale.
That's a deep cut for our local Florida fam.
Don't even explain it. Nope, don't even explain it. Just if someone's, it's gonna unlock our memory.
No, but
Did y'all ever go to Buzz Bake Sales?
I never went, and it was always on my birthday.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I was never allowed to go.
Same.
I went to like 3 of them, and I should not have been going to those damn things. I saw it all for the first time. Boobs, cocaine, weed, people fighting, throwing up. I was like, what is happening? And I was like in 7th grade. It was
Oh God,
not good. Became a man that day.
no, but the Buzz, the Strip, Finer Things, and Belly Full. Those are my favorite tracks from the album. I cannot recommend it highly enough.
Hell yeah. I'm going to check that out this week. Ben, you had something to say?
Maybe.
I'll never tell.
Secret.
Oh, I finally watched The Prey over the weekend.
You did?
That movie was awesome. You were talking about how like they were showing how their culture and how they did stuff and everything, Ben.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I already covered this subject.
I
Next
know.
topic.
Coming from the guy who literally talks about Warhammer and Magic every week on this podcast.
Because it's riveting content, dude. Everyone wants to hear about the nerd.
Oh my god! I was just saying, like, I was so impressed by how much culture they showed in the movie and everything,
And they did it right.
Yeah, they did it awesome.
It was
And
beautiful.
I see what you meant about the alien himself,
Like the design of it.
I'm sorry about the what?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the alien because they fight there. What's their
Predator?
names? What's the race called?
Oh, the race.
Are they
I don't
called
know what the
predators?
race
I thought
is.
Ben, nerd us out. Come on.
I'm sorry, let me put up my glasses. The race of the
Oh my
predators
God.
is actually called the Yautja or the Yautja.
Well, I was not expecting all this.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't remember the name of the predator from 1. Was it Greyback? No, Greyback is a Yautja from...
They got names?
Oh, dude. I'm sorry, you went, hey, Ben, explain. And I went, hold my beer.
I am apparently very ignorant to the lore behind Predator.
Nah, dude, Aliens and Predator, like, that was, like, my pre-Warhammer, like, sci-fi, super cool.
Did you say Creed?
I mean, there's a lot of fan stuff.
Creed?
I love Creed.
Uh,
Hold me now.
But anyways, yeah, they're called Predators, or, the Jacksons.
Oh God.
The what?
Oh God. Oh my God.
Oh my!
That's better than making another Ezra Miller joke.
I mean, it's been long enough.
Jesus. I was watching. I'm not going to get into what the thing was about, politics, whatever. This woman believed I forget what it's called. It's like starts with a G, but if you add up the letters in like words, like you assign numbers to letters, like A is 1, B is 2, like that. And if you type in a word, it adds up the letters. They, say a word gives you 35. Well, another word or another saying gives you 35, and it's supposed to be connected. And she was like saying something like the name of Michael Jackson's last show was "This Is It," and it came out to a number. And then another saying was like, "This is not it," or I forget what it is, but she was like, "You see, it's correlated. It's all real. He is not dead and stuff."
Oh God.
I'm like, this woman. I was like, "This is wild." I had no idea people believe this stuff.
She would get along with my wife.
you just put that out there?
I would believe that Elvis Presley is still around and kicking before I believe that.
No, just because Aaron, whether she actually truly believes in him or not.
Oh, Aaron loves a
Loves
conspiracy theory.
conspiracy
That's
theories.
right.
And she talks about him in a
Yes.
light that is almost like makes you question whether she or not she actually does believe in him. Sometimes
That
I
is
find
true.
myself being
Yeah.
like, "Hey, is this real for you?"
Oh,
like,
dude, I was a little concerned when I moved up here and like actually started spending more time with Erin, because up until then I only knew her as like it's Andrew's
Just here and
girlfriend
there,
and,
yeah.
wife, or like
Yeah.
like I'd see her at the shows and haha quick. But then like I started living with y'all and I was like, is this a serious thing that we're considering right now? Like we'd be on like the car ride up to the mountain, stuck in the car for an hour, and I'm like contemplating my choices of moving here. It's like, I am going to be sacrificed to some weird cult because of a conspiracy.
The funniest thing is when she like discovers a new one and she's super excited about it, and she goes up and like just is glowing from it and spills it all to you, and then she stares at you with these like hopeful eyes, like you're gonna like grab onto every word, and you're like,
Yes.
what the hell did you just say? And she's like,
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like it's believable.
yeah.
We'd like to point out that we're joking around.
Yes.
Aaron somewhat
Yes.
believes him, but she also is joking half the time. She ain't that
Yeah.
crazy. But y'all remember the one she was going on like crazy in our group chat is back during quarantine when it first started. Remember the pedophile ring for
Yes.
what was the website that sold
I can't
furniture?
remember what it was called.
I forget what it is also, but they
Wayf-
sold furniture.
Wayfair?
But if you
Something like
Wayfair,
that, yeah.
yes.
Yep.
They people were finding items for sale. It was like a $20,000 chest, and people were like, "Oh, why is this $20,000?" And there's only one, and they're like, "Oh, they're selling
There's a kid in
children
it."
inside the chest
Yeah.
and stuff." I was that people
Dude,
were going
quarantine
crazy.
was
in quarantine.
quarantine was a dark time. It was
It was
Mhm.
low key miss it at times, but
like
yes, it
like
was.
the beginning of quarantine was cool because everyone was home.
Oh, that first 2
watching
months.
The Witcher and Game
Yeah.
of Thrones and all this stuff, and everyone was just living their best life. And then all of a sudden,
Tiger King. Come on
like
now.
how could I forget Tiger King? Of course. And then we got like 2 months in, and everyone's like, "Okay, hold on, this isn't over yet."
Everyone's turning into Charlie from the conspiracy board.
I want to get off the ride now.
Oh yeah, that first 2 months was wild. It was like I remember it was like our anniversary and everything shut down in the city, and we did like this little brought like a little furniture pieces inside the living room and like happy anniversary. Here's a little dinner and
Yeah.
stuff. But
I loved it, dude.
What?
I thought you were going somewhere.
Well, I thought I was, but then you were still
Oh.
talking, so I wanted to be
Oh no,
polite and let you finish.
go ahead. Sorry.
nice.
No, no, I love the beginning of quarantine because I don't ever see them potentially being a sponsor, but Best Buy didn't give two shits about anybody that worked there.
Oh, that's
Dude,
right.
they were
Yeah.
like, they sent part-timers home and paid them at like a full-timer salary for doing nothing, and everyone who
Yeah.
was stuck there was like, okay, so we're still gonna sell refrigerators because some reason that was like a mandatory item to have on. So I was like, okay, so we're an essential worker sitting there at the desk, no customers in there, answering phone sales and just chilling for 8 hours a day. Honestly, the best time of my life, like work wise, like
Yeah.
solid job, just sitting
Yeah.
there answering phones.
Which is funny because literally the rest of
and-
your time at that Best Buy was absolute hell.
yeah, when we had customers in there, it was terrible. But we kind of treated quarantine like we did, or like people did at home, because we sold, what was it, Nerf guns, switches, and like all that stuff. So like, me and a couple coworkers just bought like these like $30-$40 Nerf guns for the hell of it, and they have the automatic ones that are battery powered, running through the aisles having Nerf
That's
battles,
sick.
like
Hell yeah.
during 3 PM at a Best Buy.
That's sick.
Yeah, I don't know. Best time. I was like, I can be
I
a
remember
kid,
you-
play some Animal
I
Crossing.
remember you posting a video from around that time of you having one of those like knockoff lightsabers where you can record your voice and you're swinging it around. It's like Quizzo, Quizzo, Quizzo.
What's wrong, Jimmy Coon?
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause that's when like TikTok really took off. Everyone rode that coattail.
I understand. I understand. Some people's experiences during that time were way different, but I mean, everyone's different. Angie, you had a freaking child during that.
Yeah,
2 months, didn't you?
it weirdly worked out for me because I was able to basically get paternity leave, but at the cost of a deadly disease. But
Yeah,
I was home.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
home and able to help out with the baby.
Grandma died, but I got paid. Why did I say that?
Oh, Jesus, dude. But yeah,
Canceling myself right off the rip.
no, but no, it weirdly did work out because I was able to stay home and help out with Landon and everything. It would have been a much harder time in that aspect for us if it wasn't for that. But obviously the world's falling apart and all that stuff at the same time. It's hard to actually brag about it.
Yeah, it was around that point where I just started worrying about myself and my close ones in my household. And
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's all you could have done back then.
Speaking of being a dad, actually, I've been lately catching myself slipping more and more into the stereotypical dad type things.
Oh, do you got the shoes? You got the Nikes? The New
No, it's
Balances?
not Nikes. It's New Balances.
Yeah, it's New
No, it
Balance.
hasn't gone that far. Although with the way my feet hurt all the time, I wonder if it's only going to be a matter of time. I will never go white though. Never white New Balances.
Let's say,
I don't think
Are
they
you
sell them in black.
are you still wearing Vans?
No, well, okay, I do actually
I
own a pair
can't.
of Vans, but I skate in those. Maybe that's a problem.
I was about to say, you're talking about back problems and feet hurting. You're still wearing them flats.
No, but
I love my Vans, but I can't wear them
yeah,
anymore.
it sucks.
Either. I got
It
one
sucks
pair.
aging out of the stuff you like. But no, I'm
Nope.
talking about stuff like I don't like texting anymore unless it's voice to text. And I'm sitting here holding my phone like this, and I'm talking at my phone, and then having to go back and make corrections.
Oh God, you're one of those.
Yeah, I don't know why. Recently, it's just
don't-
it's been so much easier for me, like doing all this other stuff and like helping with Landon and stuff. And then I'll sit there and catch myself. I'm like, wait, it's happening, and I have to go out and skate for a while.
I don't think that's a dad thing. I think that's just like a getting over it / old thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Because if I showed you the amount of texts, like unread Instagram, like emails, all that jazz, like just alone, my text notifications is at 214.
Your text
God.
notifications?
Yeah, text.
Dude.
That's just text. And I'm like, it's just, I got better things to do than to be on my phone
How do you-
anymore. I think that's just like you're busy with life,
Okay, well, I don't feel as bad about the text part right now, but
Yeah.
no, it's my brain is starting to shift to be like, I really want to grill right now, or like,
Oh,
I wanna-
gross.
or look at that grass. That grass is getting a little high, or like, and then I'm like, "Brr, go listen to metal, or like go like skate, or do some other crap that keeps me mentally young. And,
What was that Nixon? Like,
You know what
that
annoying?
grass is looking.
You know what's funny? I find myself being one of those annoying people that like talking on speakerphone, and I can't help it. I don't know. I hate holding
I do
my phone
too.
up to my ear.
Almost every single time you
And I
you
think-
call me to talk about pod related stuff, it's always on speaker.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I do it at work all day because I'm on my phone all day talking. But yeah, it's just part of getting old, dude.
Yeah. Do you?
Maybe I just don't like talking to people.
I think that's it, man.
Unfortunately, I have to do it for my job.
I mean,
Good
Sir,
thing we're on a podcast.
I bartend for a living, okay?
Oh.
I am having an issue here.
You started a talk show and you bartend.
you're coming to a major point of contention in your life to where you hate talking to people, but you literally have an extremely talk to people demanding job and a hobby that demands talking. No, I'm the same way though.
That's great.
I don't talk to anyone on the phone other than like you guys and the family. That's like it. I refuse that. And who am I going to talk to these days? Honestly, like
Y'all my only friends,
Yeah.
really. That I got like 2 or 3 others out there we talk, but
yeah,
I have no one
Yeah.
here in Portland to hang out with.
It's kind of weird. Like, it's kind of harder to make like actual friends. Like
Oh my god.
that's been my biggest issue lately. Is like I've got a lot of people like I can go like quick hit up, hang out, but then like everyone has their own
Yeah,
lives,
yeah.
and then like you don't have that dedicated time to be like, hey, you want to just go bullshit for like 8 hours together?
Yeah.
And you like grow that
yep.
very quickly.
I have a story trying to meet friends that happened a few years ago. freaking
did
Jade
it.
not
I didn't.
Jade and I, we went out to dinner or breakfast, I believe, like late breakfast, and it's open seating concept and stuff. And there's this couple next to us, look to be about our age, and I don't know what happened. We struck up conversation with them, and we left. We exchanged numbers. You know, the girls were talking about going to get their nails done and stuff. It was all cool, and I was like, "Oh, look at us meeting people. It's hard to do out here." And I get a text like 3 days later, and he's like, "Hey, y'all want to hang out and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Let's do it this weekend." And then he shoots me over. Cool. I'd love to talk to you about this thing we got going on to try to make some more money and stuff. I was like, "Oh my god!"
You made friends with pyramid
scamming-
schemers.
They're scamming in real life now. I'm like, Jesus Christ! And
Damn.
ever since then, we just like gave up on talking to people.
It's
just-
pyramid schemers and swingers. That's all I meet anymore.
Stay away from the upside down pineapple.
I did not know that was a thing until literally 2 months ago.
So you,
I'm
I'm just thinking people
I
are
learned
being
that recently
friendly,
myself.
and we're like, hey.
you meet a lot of swingers over there?
Andrew, do you even know what that is?
Oh, dude, there's a.
Well, that's a whole other podcast.
like-
conversation.
It's like those.
Tune in next week.
It's like those things that people hang from the trees, right? So they.
Well, because I just started like it's like the number, was it that movie, the number 23? Like I just saw like a pineapple, and then like I just kept seeing them, and I was like, man, what is up with people loving pineapple? I mean, it's a pretty cool fruit. Like I love pineapple. I'll throw it in my cocktail.
Nah,
Why
dude.
not?
What
And-
is this conversation?
And
right
here's me like being just total dumb lollipop, like walking around with a balloon, like haha, this is cool. And I'm like, needless.
Dude, you know what like a sick ass fruit
Oblivious.
is, dude? Pineapple, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We need to get out of here. All right, time to get out of here. Y'all hear the music. We learned that pineapples and swingers are a thing this week, and Ben's very scared of them.
I'm just scared of everything. Anything I don't understand.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Pineapple, dude.
Everybody say bye.
Pineapples don't belong on pizza.
You are an ass.
What?
I don't know.
You are ass.
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know where my
Jesus.
brain went.